Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in. It's the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside David Collier. Lucas White in the building as well. Hey, we're in the First United Bank studio. You can call in today on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. You can also hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Or stream us on Fox 34 News Now, YouTube, youtube.com/Double T Sports Network. You can find the latest episode of Red Raider Recon there about the fourth quarter of the season as the final three games are, well, they seem like they're far away now, but they'll be here before you know it. Last night, yesterday afternoon, the Rangers lost again. We'll cover that in the headline segment. The Steelers left the Panthers defeated in the preseason. And Jameis ate Darts W.
Yes, he did. I did see that. It's very entertaining.
We'll cover all of that in the next segment. We'll also look ahead to Farmageddon today. We'll pick Big 12 champions, playoff contenders, and so much more.
And so much more.
And so much more. We'll also hear from Cody Campbell.
We will?
We will.
Oh. We heard from him yesterday at the kickoff luncheon.
So you were at the kickoff luncheon. You threw a tortilla.
I did not.
Or you filmed the tortillas being thrown.
I actually did not. I'm full disclosure here. I might have slept in a little too long. Sleep deprivation caught up with me. Yeah. I was so out of it when I woke up and didn't know what was going. I reset my alarm. I don't remember doing that. And I managed to walk the dog, shower, and get there about 45 seconds after tortillas were thrown. Okay. I was walking up listening to Gio in the parking lot over at the Civic Center right across the street here, about as far away from the doors that we are right now, just in the parking lot. And I heard him say, okay, so we're going to, I was like, I'm not running in this parking lot to get that. I'm just not, I'm not doing it. I texted somebody. I was like, hey, if you can get video of that, you can, cool. And they're like, you can find video. I was like, I know, but I got to get permission from other people. I just want yours. But I was there after that, nonetheless.
Gotcha. Skuvnik, with a couple of pointed words.
Yeah.
For the rest of our conference brethren who stoop so low as to vote our traditions down.
Yeah. There were some entertaining. He was entertaining. The pocket square thing was humorous from him. The pocket handkerchief is what he called it, or scarf or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year's kickoff luncheon?
Rob, I'm gonna be honest. No. They all run together for me for the most part, unless they throw a cactus on the table or something like that.
Well, I was just thinking in my head, Skuvnik, if that got out, that would be the clip that would offend people and whatever else. But wasn't there a clip that went pretty viral in the Big 12 circles last year?
I know it was 2 years ago, was Brett Yormark.
Yes.
Being here. That was 2 years ago, though.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yes, and there was something else, because I think Giovanetti even mentioned in his lead up to the tortilla thing, it was kind of part of the let's get to be viral again by throwing tortillas. He's like, we've had a history recently of being viral.
No, I think something happened last year too, because it's like, what else do you want them to say? They're at the kickoff luncheon.
Yeah.
But Yormark was certainly one I was thinking of, because he was at Texas Tech talking to Texas Tech fans, and people were like, what is he talking about? It's like, well, he's at the Tech kickoff luncheon. What is he supposed to say?
Yeah. There was something last year. I don't remember it. I apologize. I know somebody will on the A's Flooring Center chat line.
Oh,
It was a packed
sure.
house. It was a packed house yesterday. It was. Those things are always fun if you get there early, so you can go.
Right. Mingle.
You can go be Chuck Hines for 45 minutes and see what it's like to be Chuck Hines for a day. I did that afterwards.
Okay, so you got to check in on Chuck.
I did. I did the one thing that I love doing to Jamie Lent. Jamie hates group texts.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, anytime I'm just talking to Chuck, I will group text both of them because I know Jamie hates it so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, handshake count? And at the very end, we crossed paths. He's like, I didn't keep count this time, buddy boy, or something. He said something like that.
Buddy boy?
Yeah. Yes, it was something like that.
He hit you with a buddy boy?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
He knew all of. Well, I'm sure he shook everybody's hands again, though.
Yeah. Did you get a handshake?
I think so. No, yeah, I shook a lot of hands there. Unlike Chuck, I don't remember every single one of them.
Yeah.
But we did not. Just to clarify, because you like to make fun of journalists. The media team.
You're going to say that so much people are going to believe it.
Well, it's a bit. It's a bit.
I know.
It's just like you.
It's an inside joke between you and I, really.
Well, it's a bit though. It's a bit between the two of us.
Okay.
Anyway, the media tables, tortillas remained in the bag, wrapped up, sitting there. We all took pictures of them, obviously.
Are you just like shell shocked from the press box to where you can't participate?
I don't think. Well, no.
You're just.
Well, just like we don't clap.
They were documenting.
Yes, Don was
working.
rolling. Sean was rolling on their phone, listening to the stuff. No, we didn't clap.
Did somebody take them home, or did you leave them?
I didn't pick them up. I didn't even think about it because I was talking to somebody at the time. Either somebody picked them up and took them, or the cleaning crew tossed them because they were.
Yeah.
As soon as everybody started leaving, they were picking everything up. One guy was like, "Hey, I gotta go. That person's taking all my posters." I was talking to a guy.
Just dumping stuff in.
He was. He had like a handful of me. He was about to throw it in. He was like, wait. I just got those signed. I still can't remember what it was from last year.
I'm sure we can figure that out.
Robert Giovanetti knows.
I bet he does.
Well, he's the one that brought it up in the program.
Yeah, but the big one was Yormark's comments, but I don't really remember what Yormark said.
Oh, he basically said that they were going to beat Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something along the lines of...
And then they played it on the big screen.
Yeah.
In Austin.
In Austin, yep.
That was 2 years ago. That feels like 4 years ago.
Yes, it does.
Texas... That was Texas' first season in the SEC last year?
Yep.
Unreal. It feels
imagine.
It feels like they've been gone at least 2 years.
Well, no, they're going into their second year. Just imagine if you were the other school that left for the SEC and were awful.
Who's
that?
that?
I feel like 8 years. Missouri left and A&M. I think those are not the two I'm thinking of, though.
By the way, South Carolina...
Yeah?
Going to leave Under Armour to go to Nike. Under Armour, I think, has 4 or 5 schools left.
Yeah, and
I think I missed Northwestern yesterday.
You don't really count Maryland, right? I mean...
Yeah, because the guy... they're just a gift there. All right, more after this. 100.7 The Score.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. It's time to lock in. It's week 0. We're going to pick that Farmageddon game at some point today. But before we do that, we need to wrap up our offseason predictions. We've gone through the conference champions. We've gone through Big 12 ceilings and floors. And now it's time to finalize our conference champions with a Big 12 champion. Just to recap quickly, in the Pac-12, we all picked Oregon State. We'll stick with the power conferences. In the Big 10, David Collier picked Oregon. Lucas went chalk with Ohio State. I picked Penn State. Craig, man, also went Oregon.
Hey.
In the ACC, David, Lucas, Clemson. I went Duke. Craig went Florida State. In the SEC, David went LSU. Shout out to Nussmeier. If he wins the Heisman, that's got to be one of your long-term plays that you've ever had.
Yeah, because that was last year after their bowl game, or maybe
before, maybe.
Yeah,
it might have been the week after the Heisman ceremony.
Yeah, it was.
Or even while we were talking about Travis Hunter before he won the Heisman, you were talking about next year's Heisman, and it was going to be Garrett Nussmeier.
And I'm not saying I'm voting for him. He's going to have to earn it, but that was my prediction. And it's going to happen. Maybe.
Alabama was from Lucas. I picked Texas, and Craig went Ole Miss.
For the record, Texas is going to win the SEC.
Yeah. I agree. So let's go to the Big 12, and let's start with David Collier.
Okay.
Now, Craig and I have already chosen.
Oh, really? I wish I would have listened.
Well, Craig chose, and I said spoiler alert and said some things that alluded to me picking someone.
Okay.
I've also already picked on the website, doubletsportsnetwork.com, so you can read it there as well.
Okay. Well, without any knowledge of what either one of you have done, I've already done this as well for the other place that I work at in our streaming channel. I don't know that I necessarily like it, but I partially didn't want the two people doing the show to have the same answer. I really like Baylor's schedule. The more I look at Baylor's schedule, their three hardest games are the reverse of Texas, or their three hardest games are at home, the reverse of Texas Tech, three games all on the road. That seems a little unfair, about as unfair as Texas's schedule compared to Oklahoma's in the SEC. But I did not go with Baylor, which is hard for me to. I think I probably should have. I instead have Texas Tech beating Utah to start conference play and then meeting up with them in the Big 12 championship game. And the Utes winning the Big 12 title for Kyle Whittingham.
Gross.
To ride off into the sunset. Again, I wanted to pick Baylor. The other guy picked Baylor, so I had to go a different route.
I agree wholeheartedly on Baylor's schedule. I think if I was just choosing, hey, who might have an opportunity to complete their schedule undefeated just based on being favorites or being home teams against some favorites, Baylor and Iowa State.
Yeah.
I think both of them have favorable schedules compared to other teams.
Yes. I agree. I'm more than anything playing the, man, it was really bad last year. Is it going to be that bad again? Plus, win one for the Gipper type thing.
Oh, I'm not opposed to Utah, really.
Yeah. I think there's like 4 teams that I could have picked, to be honest with you. 5. Yeah. You could argue 5. And Texas Tech, Iowa State, Kansas State, certainly the other ones. Dare you to pick not one of those. Houston, go.
Houston's gross. I am going to pick Kansas State to win the Big 12.
Kansas State. If they lose tomorrow, are you panicked?
Nope.
That's the thing about that game. You mentioned Iowa State having one of the easier schedules. The worst part about those two teams is they always start so slow.
Yeah, both of them. Whether it's Tulane and
Northern
Kansas
Iowa.
State or Northern Iowa and Iowa State or Iowa even, hammering them a couple times. Now, they've been more competitive against Iowa, but who was it during – was it the 2020 or 21 season where everyone came back and it's Breece Hall and Brock Purdy and everyone in the world and they're supposed to be so good. It's the most together they've ever been. And then they lose their first game, and it's like, oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
But I do think they have a real opportunity this year, Iowa State. I think that's their toughest Big 12 game is the first game of the year. Because they have, like, Cincinnati and TCU might be some of their tougher games. I guess I could pull up the schedule here. I'm trying to do it from memory.
Who did you go with, by the way?
I picked Texas Tech to win the Big 12.
And Craig?
Craig picked Texas Tech
Yeah.
to win the Big 12.
Again, probably going to happen. But, some of us don't just go chalk the entire time.
Well, it's funny. I went the least chalk.
I know that was the whole point.
Until the very end. And I went to chalk on the SEC. And it's crazy that I think you're actually going to close with Texas Tech as chalk in the Big 12.
Yeah, that's why I made the joke. They should be.
Because it wasn't that way a month ago.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't that way 2 months ago. But you've gotten a lot of steam in the betting world. I want to say, if you look at Vegas Insider, which has like some composite numbers, and we'll show you numbers from several books in Vegas. Texas Tech is tied with, or like decimal points behind, maybe a Kansas State and a couple, but you're pretty much the odds-on favorite to win the Big 12.
And, you have to have, well, again, there's several teams that I think that can win this, but a lot of that, like we say with a lot of these things, is Texas Tech fans believing it too and putting a lot of money on it, right, and changing the line a little bit.
Oh yeah,
a lot of bit.
Whether it's Texas Tech fans or
I'm just saying
sharps or otherwise, yeah.
Well, this morning, it's Paul Feinbaum, but they did this, you have $15 to spend on these ranked teams, and they had Texas Tech as $1. And Paul Feinbaum's like, yeah, I'll take Texas Tech and their chances of making me money for $1.
All right, Iowa State schedule. I'm going to run it through real fast.
Okay.
But you told me that this doesn't feel like a schedule that's like, oh, yeah, they could easily be undefeated. Okay, obviously Kansas State early.
Yes.
South Dakota, Iowa, Arkansas State.
Yep. Iowa might be tough.
That's at Arkansas
Iowa's
State.
always.
Iowa in Ames.
Yeah, that's always hard for them no matter what.
All right, here's the Big 12 slate. Arizona at Cincinnati, at Colorado, BYU, Arizona State, at TCU, Kansas, at Oklahoma State.
Seems relatively
no
easy.
Utah, no Texas Tech.
It's missing all the
no Baylor. Arizona State at home, Kansas at home, BYU at home. TCU, the toughest game on the road?
Yeah.
In conference play?
So did anybody pick Iowa State against Baylor in the Big 12 championship game?
I did not. I picked Texas Tech and Baylor.
Maybe we all should have gone that route.
Maybe so.
Maybe I should have brought my co-host from the other show. His name's not Kyle, but it's Cole.
We're going to check the colander after this.
Whoa.
The calendar.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. Kamo says, if Texas Tech beats Utah, I think Texas Tech wins the Big 12. I think we beat Kansas State. Arizona State is 50-50, but need to win versus Utah. And he said slow down, Rob. I don't know what he was talking about, but I think he was talking about, based on his next text, that if anybody can run their conference slate, it's probably Iowa State, just based on what their schedule looks like. And no, I will not slow down, because that's not a prediction or even a preference. It's just what I think, and I will never slow down my thoughts. I will be loud and proud with my thoughts, Kamo. So you slow down. How about that? No, but yeah, if you're just looking at their schedules, Iowa State is obviously going into the season, in my opinion, one of the ones that looks like they could run through it. Anybody in the Big 12 could go undefeated in their conference slate. It just feels like if you're going strength of schedule metrics based on favorites and otherwise, Collier, quickly before we do the calendar, if I said that West Virginia 2 years ago from 12th to 4th or whatever, and then last year Arizona State 16th to 1st, if I said those two things happen in consecutive years, who's this year's Arizona State, who's this year's West Virginia, who would you say?
Well, if going with my prediction, I would say Utah. They were...
Well, but Utah's not... I mean, they're favored this year. If
but they had 2 wins last year.
I know, but if you're looking at betting favorites, and if there was a preseason poll, they wouldn't have been past 10th. Utah,
Houston.
You do like Houston?
They have. I mean, look, I don't know that Connor Wegman's great, but if he's just steady, like you don't want. I mean, Willie Fritz seems like a guy that wants, Yeah. Let's not go crazy here. Follow the plan. We'll play good defense, and we'll win a couple of games maybe we shouldn't have because we play good defense and we're sound on offense and don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
So why not? Because nobody has them very high at all.
No.
And to
I mean, Houston might have been 15 or 16 in the preseason. Arizona probably down there. West Virginia certainly down there again. I might take West Virginia. Some of the same reasons. I think they're going to be tough. But I don't know that they. I mean,
see, it's just
they
hard.
both got a bunch of new teams in.
Yeah. What? I have to watch what Rich Rodriguez does there before.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put any money on that. They just showed Baker, by the way, cut in.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah. That's why I let you know, as the number one Baker Mayfield fan in the city of Lubbock.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I do want to respond to South Texas Ambassador Preston asking me why I picked Utah.
Sure.
Well, again, part of it is to not be a broken record. I was pretty sure Craig picked Texas Tech. I was pretty confident that you picked Texas Tech, so that would have been 3 out of the 5 people, or 4 people, math. Out of the 4 people, not great radio. And then the other place I did it, I was pretty tempted to pick Baylor, and I couldn't do it there. It's kind of like what I just talked about there. Utah's a pretty good defense, right?
Yeah.
If they had a quarterback last year,
what were they? 4-8, 3-9 last year. 4-8.
Yeah, something like they were 2-7.
If they would have scored 24 points in every game, they would have won 8 games.
Yeah. So if they can be just a little bit better on offense, and I know he can't really throw the football, but if they get a lead, they don't want to throw the football. They want to run the football and kill the clock and make you score on their defense. Will he make mistakes? 12 interceptions last year, I think, is what he had to go with his 12 touchdown passes. But running quarterbacks have been a problem for Texas Tech, right? And it's their first conference game, and it's their first road game. I mean, I did pick Texas Tech to win that game, but going off the board a little bit. Again, I think 5 teams can win this conference, and Texas Tech is one of them. I think I have them at 10-2.
Me too. I have Utah at 9-3, so I don't hate that pick at all. I think they certainly have the opportunity. All right, let's check the calendar real quick.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It is Never Been a Better Day, which is something about dogs somehow. It's National Surgical Oncologist Day. National Bao Bun Day. National Pecan Tort Day. I don't know what that is, but I don't like the look of the glaze. It's also National Tooth Fairy Day and National Be an Angel Day. Any birthdays there, Lucas?
Randall Cobb and Adam Thielen both turned 35 years old today. Max Crosby turns 28. Andre Blatch turns 39. Carl Yastrzemski turns 86. LaMelo Ball turns 24. Kristen Wiig, 52. James Corden, 47. And Dua Lipa turning 30.
Dua Lipa. Man, James Corden, that guy seemed to be everywhere for
And then
a couple of weeks, months, and now it feels like everyone hates him.
yes.
I guess he had some scandals being a jerk to his staff.
Yeah, I think he had the
And him and Ellen both, yeah. I was never a fan of James Corden.
I don't know that I was.
I liked the carpool karaoke,
that was it.
but
that was the only thing. You were a big fan of Cats, I heard.
I have not seen that yet.
Somebody told me that.
Memories.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember.
All Alone in the Moonlight.
All right. Look at you. Proud of you. 1961, Roger Maris hits home run number 50 in his record-breaking 61 home run season for the New York Yankees. A lot of Dwight Gooden talk this week for me. 1984, Doc Gooden becomes the 11th pitcher to strike out 200 batters in their rookie season. 1989, this is the one that everybody knows. Nolan Ryan gets strikeout number 5,000 of his career, and he struck out. Who did he strike out?
Yes.
You should know this.
Somebody.
It's a very famous person.
Yep.
Recently passed away.
Yes.
Very fast.
Uh-huh.
Loved him some him.
Yes.
Ricky Henderson.
Yes.
There
I
you
knew
go.
that.
Yeah.
I knew that. I would have gotten there. With the A's.
Yep. When I said his name, I think you got it.
Yeah. Well, that's just Ricky being Ricky.
That's Ricky being Ricky. On this day in 2002, Josh Bard made his major league debut for the Cleveland baseball team. He went 2 for 4, drove in 3 runs, and hit a walk-off 2-run home run.
Wow. That's a pretty good debut.
Yeah.
Might have been the best game of his career.
No, come on.
Well, no, that's just a really good game.
No, that's a great start. I wonder how many. I mean, that's 2 Red Raiders homering in their first game.
I mean, a lot of guys would love to have that game at any point in their career, and he did in the first game. That's awesome.
Josh would like that this week. 2007, the Texas Rangers beat up on the Baltimore Orioles 30-3.
We would like that. What year was that?
2007. Most runs by a team in Major League Baseball history. I'm just going to throw in at the time. Maybe it's happened since, but I don't remember that. Not much in the world of entertainment on this day. 1997, G.I. Jane premiered in the movie theaters with Demi Moore.
Yep.
And 2008, The House Bunny with, what's her name?
Chris Pratt's ex-wife.
Yes, that's her.
From Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Can't think of her name.
She's about to be in Scary Movie 6. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. I feel like I'm on the SEC schedule bits that we were talking about earlier, it's not pods.
Yeah.
But every team has 3 teams they're going to play. Now, they have not announced those yet. But the Big 12, here's my issue with the Big 12 versus the SEC scheduling. The Big 12, I think, left some meat on the bone to develop some yearly rivalries to engage the fan bases. And no more evident than Texas Tech not playing either Baylor or TCU this year and not playing Oklahoma State. What was that, 2 years ago? So there's been issues with what's going on, but the frustrating part about the Big 12 schedule release, the matrix that they put together a couple years ago, was that it was bang, 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 bang. You all get one team you play every year. The rest of the conference, we'll just go willy-nilly with y'all. Nothing locked in. Why not just do it and then do it exactly how the SEC did it now, where you play everyone every 2 years or whatever it works out to be, and everyone home and away every 4 years.
If you could do that, what 3 would you pick for Texas Tech?
Baylor, TCU, and Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I guess.
Who would you pick?
No, that's good. I mean, I'm.
You'd have Houston in there?
No. I don't even think Houston should be in the Big 12, but that's a different problem altogether.
But you think they're going to be good this year?
Well, TCU was good without being in the Big 12. Why can't Houston be?
Who would you go?
That'd probably be the right answer. It's just, and I get the TCU rivalry. The Baylor one is just, and the only reason it's probably a rivalry right now is because of the 2 head coaches.
Well, they've also played 70 times.
I know, but that's not a game that generally excites people. Historically, was everybody like, man, I can't wait for that Baylor game?
It was so exciting for all the home bases, they sent it to Arlington for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. So
they'll be playing again in Arlington this year.
There you go.
All right, Lucas, let's do the brain questions.
So it's time for a pop quiz.
That's not
the wrong open
music.
Wrong open. Go ahead and play the other one.
Well, instead of doing burning questions, I decided to throw you guys a pop quiz.
Okay.
I have a list of the top 10 highest paid college football quarterbacks.
Oh, I read this headline yesterday. I did not look at the list.
So,
did you look at the list?
I did not.
Do you
I
want
think
to
this is from On 3.
Let's just do the top 5.
Okay. We could try to go 10.
So,
you go back and forth, Collier?
Y'all can...
Yeah, but we need to not lock it in, probably.
Tag team it, however y'all want to do it.
Sure. Oh, we could...
are we a team? Yeah, are we a team?
Collier's team captain. He'll be locking in questions. We'll both talk through things, and he'll lock them in.
Okay.
All right. I would say the number 1 quarterback out of the transfer portal, John Mateer, probably is in the top 5.
I would go with, yes, John Mateer. Final answer.
He is 6th.
Well,
it's in top 10.
We're good top 10.
We're live.
All right.
I would say Carson Beck would also be in that conversation. Allegedly getting 4, but I don't think that was ever true.
I still think he's probably. I mean, if you're a Georgia quarterback and you're in the portal.
Who else?
Well, I mean, let's just knock the obvious one out.
Okay.
Arch Manning. Final answer.
Yes, he's on the list.
Okay.
But also Carson Beck is too.
Okay, there we go.
So
3-0.
Arch Manning is interesting because is this like revenue sharing money from schools, or is this total NIL money?
This is revenue, I believe.
Ooh,
Okay.
That might.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Arch Manning's getting paid by national companies that they're not involved with Texas at all.
This is true. Well, thankfully, he's still on the list. We're still alive.
Still on the list. In the Big 12, what do you think? Sam Leavitt would be up there. Garrett Nussmeier has to be up there. You want to go to Garrett Nussmeier?
Yeah, let's go Garrett Nussmeier.
Nussmeier? No.
Wow. That'll change.
Wow, so there's 1X.
Man, strike one. I don't know. You know, one person I think might be on there is the Tulane quarterback that transferred to your ACC champion.
Darian Mensah.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah. Because he got like a 2-year deal. It was stupid.
Bryce Underwood at Michigan is the highest paid freshman quarterback of all time. Do you think that means he's a highest paid quarterback?
Yes, I do.
In college football? Can we go with Bryce Underwood?
He is also on the list.
Oh, high five. That's 5, 6. 5 that we've gotten?
5.
Ooh.
Let's see. I don't know the Oregon quarterback's name, but I don't think he's I'm not going to guess him. Oh, Cade Klubnik.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Whoa.
Really?
It's 2 strikes. I don't think
Two
we're going to get
strikes.
5 more without a strike.
We need 2 more to pass. Somebody in the Big 12 has to be up there. What? Sam Levitt, Rocco Beck, certainly no. Baron Morton, maybe. I mean, he certainly paid the rest of the roster.
Probably get a little bump whenever the Carson Beck stuff started flowing.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if you wanted to go with him, I wouldn't be opposed.
That would be a good 3rd strike.
Who else in the SEC? Lenore
Lord
Sellers?
Who's, no.
Drew Aller. The Big Ten.
Yeah, it seems like,
I'm trying to think of Heisman favorites.
well, that didn't really work out for us.
No, I guess not. What about Diego Pavia?
Who do you think? Sawyer, no.
They pay players now. Baylor
Yeah,
does.
I know.
I would go, obviously, Barron, Sam, or Sawyer if you want to go Big 12. SEC.
Just go.
SEC scare me a little bit, though, because Nussmeier's not a top 10 paid quarterback.
His dad's like a coach. Maybe he doesn't.
I guess.
Maybe that's like the
Or
discount.
maybe these schools are the ones that are flipping around the NIL stuff because we're brands. We're big brands. We don't need to pay from the revenue sharing pod.
We'll see, and I don't. That would make me not have Barron on the list then because he's playing for the hometown team, hometown discount,
You know.
and still getting paid. But
All right, let's go.
Sam Levitt.
Let's go Sam Levitt.
Strike 3.
Oh,
All right, give us the list.
We also have Dylan Ariola.
Oh, that's a miss.
That is a miss.
There are some names that you did bring up. Drew Aller,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been my next guess.
Yep.
Diego,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's stupid.
That's yeah.
and then the last 2, Avery Johnson.
Interesting. So he's the highest paid quarterback in the Big 12?
Yes. Wow. At 2. And then Sellers.
Oh man, so we listed off.
All but I would never have guessed.
And Josh
Avery Johnson.
Hoover is right on the outside at 1.75.
So we listed 3 of those guys at least because we said Avery Johnson, or at least my brain thought it. I thought out loud. That was
Interesting.
I can't believe Nussmeier's not on there.
Me neither. If I was asked to give the top 10 quarterbacks in college football, I don't think it would have aligned with that list of paid quarterbacks.
Well, I wouldn't have.
It
I don't
just
think I would
shows
have
that paid
Carson.
and popularity don't.
But it also, and it also
yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't track in the NFL either. Generally,
That's true.
I think Mahomes is the 9th paid quarterback right now, average by year.
Yeah, but that kind of goes with your other thing. He can get a little bit less money for the salary since he's on every single commercial, right?
And now he owns a steakhouse.
What?
1587 Prime.
I did not know that.
Mahomes Kelsey
No steak sauce, only ketchup.
opens September 17th, I think, there in Kansas City. All right, more after this. 100.7 Score. It's the end of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. The Tiny Wheel returns next week as we get going in week 1. This will be a warm-up for us. It counts for Iowa State and Kansas State. Certainly counts for them in a Big 12 title race. But for us, it'll just be kind of a warm-up. We won't pick all 10 games. We'd have to, search for Rangers series, and we'll just pick the 5 college football. Actually, you know what? Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy, guys. Why not? You can either be the moth or the flame. Let's chase something great today. We're going to find 10 games right now. I believe in us. And we'll start with college football. We'll start with Farmageddon. 11 a.m. tomorrow. Lucas, I'm going to make you go first. Who do you have?
Well, if I picked them to win the Big 12, they got to start off with a win.
Sure.
So I'm. With that being said, obviously, I'm going to take Kansas State to win this game.
Collier, do you want to go last or do you want me to go
I'll
last?
go. I can go.
All right.
I don't know anybody on Iowa State's team other than my buddy Matt Campbell with the curved hat, right?
Sure.
We do have that in common. I do know a couple of local athletes that probably won't be on the field playing, but nevertheless, Hud Hutchison and Cub Patton, a couple of Kansas State Wildcats. And like them or not, I do like their offensive coordinator. Always nice to me. So I will go with the Kansas State Wildcats.
I've also picked Kansas State. But after this weekend, I don't know that Iowa State will lose again. Let's pick another. We'll go with Idaho State, UNLV. This is a 26.5-point line. We'll go straight up.
I'm going to take UNLV.
What a brave thing. I will too. Collier?
Well, I've spent some time in Pocatello, Idaho. They call it Pokey. P-O-K-Y.
Would you survive a quarter in Ypsilanti?
The home of Merrill Hodge. Fighting Bengals. Covered a state championship.
Okay.
Wrestling championship.
So you're going with?
In their gym.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with the Rebels.
All right.
I don't like Dan Mullen. I want him to lose.
Fresno State at Kansas. This is a 13.5-point line, just so you know.
I will take
Do
the
it.
Kansas Jayhawks.
Oh. You don't open up the booth with a loss.
Okay.
Give me the Jayhawks. For Clint.
I'll also take the Jayhawks. Let's go to Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. Sam Houston State, Bearcats, Western Kentucky.
Is Maverick MacGyver...
At Western Kentucky.
Yeah, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to take Western Kentucky.
Was he the starting quarterback there, or did the starting quarterback leave to go join Zach at FAU? I know some Western Kentucky people left to go to FAU.
When?
This
What are you talking
offseason, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he took some Western Kentucky people.
Maverick McIver was a starter
No, I'm talking...
at ACU.
Okay. Yeah. And then
And
he
the
went there.
offensive coordinator at
That's
ACU
right.
went to Western Kentucky,
and then
and he took Maverick McIver.
okay, so he had his quarterback. That mean the people that were there.
The guy that also transferred to Western Kentucky was the guy that's been to like 17 schools, and I don't know that he's anywhere right now.
You know what?
So, yep, committing and decommitting.
I have a feeling if I don't do this, we're going to be so in lockstep. Give me Sam Houston State. I'm going to add the state on the end.
Yeah, I'll take Western Kentucky.
This is just a warm up, right? Just a warm up. Just for funsies.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I looked at all the games. And it was like, we're gonna. It's not fun to just have 10 guesses.
Yeah.
So let's go to Hawaii Stanford. This is the closest line, 2.5.
I'm going to take Hawaii.
You know,
Hawaii at home.
We talked about the intrigue of the other team and wanting to see how that whole process works with Andrew Luck and Frank Reich. So I'll take the Cardinal.
I also am intrigued with Frank Reich. But I'll take Hawaii at home. I always do in week 0, no matter who they play.
It's probably a good bet if you're a betting man.
All right, so let's get a little crazy here, boys,
Oh,
ladies and germs. Yeah. Let's go Dallas Cowboys, Falcons. They're both 0-2. It's the final preseason game for the pair. Dallas 2.5, if you care. Who do you have in that one on the NFL Network? Cowboys, Falcons. Nobody's going to play.
I'll make my pick first.
Well, Joe Milton's
Lucas is you go ahead.
I'll take the Falcons.
Joe Milton will be playing, right?
Yes.
I'll take the Falcons as well.
Well, I can't open my newest season as a Commanders fan and take the Cowboys. But I have not gone on an island yet.
I'm the only one that's been on an island here.
So I'll take the Cowboys to beat the Falcons. Regretfully. Bears, Chiefs. Bears, Chiefs.
I don't care if it's preseason. Bears.
What's his name? Tyson Bagent?
Badgett.
Right? Badgett. Did you see that stat? He's the first Bears quarterback to re-sign with the team since Jay Cutler.
That's incredible.
So I'm assuming he'll play a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's going to, celebrate. Bears.
Oh, I was also going to go Bears, but I'll keep my NFL islands and go with the Chiefs.
That's a long time. Chiefs
that
fan
one
as well.
also tomorrow. Chiefs, Cowboys both favored. And then we'll go with our Commanders here, Lucas. Playing the Ravens. Baltimore -3. This is a Saturday afternoon.
I'll give the win to the Commanders. Why not?
I'm going to be the nice guy for you here, Rob. So you don't have to be on an island by yourself for a third time. I will take the Ravens.
All right, I'll go with the homer and pick my Commanders. Our Commanders. Left hand up. Go Commanders.
Broderick Washington and company for the win.
The final NFL game will pick Houston, Detroit. So 1.5 point line for Detroit. Houston, Detroit.
Take Detroit.
Collier.
Man. I was going to take Detroit. I'll go with the Texans, though. Very Chuck feeling pick for me there, but I've had a couple of those.
I'll also go with the Texans. And finally, Rangers, Guardians. Who wins the series?
Guardians.
Oh, man. Could flip-flop your place in the standings. I'm going to go with the Rangers. A little bit of hope here. Just a tiny sliver. A little tiny.
Keep hope alive. The rotation
I didn't get to it in time.
for the Rangers sets up Eovaldi, Leiter, Kelly.
I like my chances.
One last gasp. I'm taking the Guardians, though.
Oh, I'm on 4 islands.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Ask the Benchwarmers after this. 100.7 the score. It's the end of the bench. You can also put your picks in there as we go.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 the score. It's the end of the bench. I was honestly trying to avoid
I was wondering if we were going to get to this.
the Micah Parsons stuff that came out yesterday, but Jerry Jones was talking to Michael Irvin on his podcast yesterday. And I'm trying to think of how to... I saw a lot of Cowboys fans yesterday, David. And they were saying, oh, see, it's Micah's fault. It's the agent's fault. What? The agents ruined the deal? Okay, people, Cowboys fans, don't let Jerry lie to you. It's Jerry's fault that Micah is not signed yet. It's always Jerry's fault. It's not always Jerry's fault. Sometimes it's Steven's fault. I've been a huge proponent over the last 5 years that Jerry is not as in charge anymore. But in these contract negotiations, he's not involved for 90% of it, but the 10% he's involved in ruins the other 90%.
So do you believe him when he says that they had something agreed to?
That was reported legitimately. That from Micah Parsons and his little Twitter thing that he did, he said we talked about leadership, and then he started talking about contract details, and I didn't know that that was an actual negotiation. Well, Jerry thought it was. So in my mind, yeah, Jerry had an absolute handshake agreement over the phone from Abu Dhabi with Micah Parsons. Yes, 100%. And then I bet at the end of that, Micah Parsons was like, yeah, I love it. Let me talk to my agent. And the agent didn't like it. And the agent's in charge.
Yeah. Well, is the agent...
Micah Parsons can't...
That's not true.
Well, okay.
Look, the
agent certainly has stuck his nose into it, but do not let yourself be Stockholmed by Jerry Jones. Don't let yourself do it. It's Jerry's fault.
I understand, but...
Jerry should have had that conversation in front of an agent or at a boardroom. He shouldn't have had it over the phone in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, but it's not required for the agent to
lock
in the deal.
No, the client could certainly just do his own thing. But if you negotiate without the agent or just have some good faith thing on the phone, I don't know.
I just don't like the argument. Now, I don't like the argument that since the agent wasn't there, it's null and void, because the agent does not have the ultimate say in the thing. In my line of work, I've known plenty of people that have agents that drag their feet, and the person ends up getting a job themselves, and you know what the agent gets? He still gets paid, even if he didn't do any work in the process. So that agent's still getting paid, no matter what. He can be mad about the whole situation, but... And I'm not saying the agent was dragging his feet in this situation. I'm just saying you don't have... The agent isn't the one that makes the ultimate decision there.
The question was, Benchwarmers, could Micah be a Cowboy for 3 years without a new contract, or does he sign before this season? They could certainly tag him, but I think he'll get the deal done. It just feels like that.
I was about to say, we're going to have this entire drama, and then right before the game. Yeah, I would be surprised if he didn't sign at this point. It's just, we're wasting. That's maybe why you avoided talking about it this entire time, because you know there's going to be a resolution before the season starts.
What's your take on the new SEC pod system? It tells me the SEC will automatically get more playoff bids because the Sooners have to play Texas, Aggie, or LSU. More losses can happen against stronger competition than other conferences. It's great for the SEC. It's great for the SEC. Finally picking games. Our long preview nightmare season is over.
Amen.
This texter just said the coldest Crawford. Where's he at now? Was he at a team that we talked about? The coldest Crawford went to Louisiana Tech for a time.
Yeah.
He was committed to Nebraska at one time. I think he went to Nebraska first and then transferred to Louisiana Tech potentially, or vice versa. But I think he is somewhere else now.
Is he...
The coldest Crawford.
I could be wrong, but I see Butler Community College.
I actually do think that sounds right that he went JUCO. Yeah, the coldest. He might not even be active anymore. Benchwarmers, who are you replacing Lee Corso with if it were your choice?
I don't think you can replace that, right?
I think they already did. They added Nick Saban last year.
Yeah.
And Lee Corso was only there for like segments last year.
Yeah, he's very rarely there.
I mean, the desk is set.
It's a different. You know what? It's a mix. I think you added Nick Saban to give the former head coach analysis that Lee Corso used to give.
Yeah.
And the shticky guy is Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
It's not going to be putting a head on, but it's going to be riling up the crowd and saying words that you probably shouldn't say, and then get the crowd to finish the rest of the lyrics or whatnot. So it's the combination of the two. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cactus Brazos says, "What is on Rob's lip?" You talking about my mustache?
Is that a mustache?
Yeah. I mean, I can only think that's what he's talking about. Mustache there.
I don't see it.
Well, he did. Cactus Brazos saw it.
No, he actually asked what was on your lip.
Yeah. But if he's asking what's on his lip, then he's seen it. If he didn't see anything, he wouldn't have asked it.
Well, if he thought it was a mustache, he would have said nice mustache.
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's also true. That could be his follow-up.
Listen, money, I don't want to argue right now. We're going to the weekend.
Did you say honey?
Money. You wish. Money. I like to call you money.
I think that was a Freudian slip there.
I said money. You can roll it back.
This texter says it's the agent's fault. I disagree. I think that's Stockholm Syndrome there. Of course, I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore because of this exact situation. The Jerry Jones documentary, I haven't seen it yet. I'd like to watch it. See? He says, "Oh yeah, brother, rock on." I can see it, David. I told you he saw it. Mustache gang, baby, from old Razzle Dazzle. Yeah, we got the season stash going on.
I got a mustache too.
What would you need to have happen to shave that beard into a stash?
I don't know.
I would put that on a tiny wheel.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. The problem is, I know once I shave my beard again, more gray is going to show up. Because I shaved it one time and like gray hairs came out of the woodwork.
Well, we got some Just for Men.
I don't do that.
We could.
I don't.
There's a new salt and pepper one that makes it look just
all natural on the top, and the beard not so much. It's all natural and it's pretty obvious. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, everybody else is going mustache these days, right? It might look like a linebacker from Texas Tech, other than the rest of my body.
Could we go like a season long, or would you go like for 1 week? Well, you have to get rid of the tiny wheel card. So.
I was about to say, I don't know about 1 week. This seems like
all right.
I mean, I've had this beard for a while.
So we'll do some kind of prediction, like season long prediction, and
7 years.
Put your beard on it.
Mustaches might be out by then, though.
Now we'll be fine.
You might actually have grown one by then.
They see it on the screen, David. I don't know what to tell you.
They must have a really big screen.
See you on Monday. 100.7 The Score. They just have better eyes than you, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.